Hello, Milwaukee biker fans. It's Rob from Milwaukee Bikers, and I'm here to talk about a little thing that I just picked up on Monday. Here she is, my new CVO Street Glide. And what am I doing to it already? What? Let's get into it. Okay, so yeah, you're probably thinking to yourself, Rob, you just bought a stinking CVO. What the heck could you possibly want to do to a CVO Street Glide? It's done. Look at it. I know. I kind of feel that way. That's the way I feel anyway. You probably know. Hey, you guys, everyone's got a motorcycle out there. You know how it goes. You get the bike and you're like, you know what? I need to do this to it. I need to do that to it. So there's always something, right? So today I'm starting on some stuff. I'm going to share it with you. So I have a few things that are on order. So handlebars, Tourpak, because I need to take it on a long trip. Handlebars are coming next week. And well, to be honest with you, when you ride a new bike after having your old one for so long, man, my old bike was just perfect. Fit me right, everything. This new bike is amazing, and I'm actually going to do a video coming up about all the things I love about my new motorcycle, because there's a lot to like about that bike. But there was a couple of things that needed to be tweaked. So, for starters, I am 6'5", and when I bought the bike, I'll show you some video here. I got some B-roll. You can see the fairing here or the windshield rather, is really cool, really trim, really short to the fairing. Well, when I ride it, the wind was hitting me from like right here and up. That ain't gonna work because I like having a half helmet. So I went back and I picked up one of these. It's a Harley-Davidson windshield. You can kind of make out the Harley-Davidson right here. Harley-Davidson P&A windshield. It's a 10-inch, and I actually love the way it looks on the bike. Believe it or not, I was afraid that I wouldn't like it. So I put it on, and I was also concerned because if you go on the website, you can listen to him talk about 5'9" and tall, 5'9" and taller people. This will cover you well. Well, I'm 6'5", so I'm like, that's many more inches taller than 5'9", and I was concerned, to say the least. Well, I can tell you this: the windshield has solved my wind in the face problem perfectly. So I am perfectly comfortable with that thing, and I love it, and I would strongly recommend it. I will tell you two things. So you hear some people online that are saying, hey, the windshield wiggles a lot. The only time the windshield moves on my bike is when it's sitting at idle. Once you get riding and there's a little bit of pressure on it, everything's fine. So it's perfectly still. So anyway, love the new windshield. So then the next thing that I got to figure out, because I'm 6'5", is, we already talked about handlebars. So handlebars are coming. The seat, man, I love the way the seat looks. I just don't like where it has me sitting on the motorcycle. So when I sit on the bike, man, I'm so far forward. I'll just give you a perspective here. I'm going to sit down on it. And then this is the problem that I have. You see where my knee is? Okay, so I know that this happens to everyone, but my knees are really high. They're higher than my hips, and they're really far forward. So like my knees should be like back here, and they're really far up. So I need to be like an inch or two back, at least. And then today I have some stuff for my floorboards, so I'm about to change out these guys down here. The little floorboard mounts on the bottom. Just almost fell over. Here we go. This guy right here and this guy right here, I got different ones, and it'll make the whole floorboard go down and forward. And so right now, if you look at where the floorboard is, it's kind of even with that, and you see it's above the pipe. Okay, so it's above the pipe, and when I change it, you'll see that it's much lower and farther forward. So if you look, here's the reference as it sits right behind the cover here, this little hump in the cover. So when I change it, you'll be able to see where the new one is. And that makes a huge difference because it puts your feet down so your knees get to go a little bit lower. So that's the job for today. I'm gonna put the floorboard mounts on, and then I gotta put the detach hardware on real quick, and then go back and pick up my Tourpak mount. So I left it down at the dealership because I couldn't carry it. It was too big for the bike. And so I'm just gonna put the detach hardware on and then put the rack on, and then I'm good to go. So here we go. Let's do the install. Okay, so I got these a couple years back because I've been tall for a while, and this is what I bought. Real Tall Boy Cycles, #1 in footboard relocation. Whatever. Anyway, it's just these two little pieces right here that you got to replace, and there you go. There it is. So you lay them side by side. Here's the original. Here's the Tall Boy version. Original Tall Boy version, and so what you see it does is it's kind of slide the whole footboard forward relative to the bike. As soon as I put those on, it'll make a big difference. All right, I got this side all done. So you saw the before. Here is the after. So you remember how this was even with this? Well, now it's way farther forward. It's about 1.5 inches farther forward, and it's actually contacting this a little bit, but I don't care because my foot will just go right up above this and it'll be perfect. And there's still a good gap there. I can still get my foot in. And then look at the back. You remember how this was lined up with this? It was all the way back here. Now look at where it is. It makes a big difference. That's going to be way more comfortable. So now I have to go do the other side. And yeah, I'm just checking it to make sure this thing still flexes a little bit. It does have a little bit of give, so when you lean a little too aggressively into that corner, you still know that it's there before it hits anything solid. And yeah, now I got to go do the hard side. The other side's a little bit harder because the kickstand's in the way. But I just did this a couple months ago to take them off the old bike, so it's fresh in my mind, and I got everything here. But I need one more way of looking at this as a comparison is I'll look at it from the top of the bike. Maybe if I sit on the bike. Just trying to correct the horizon here. But when you look down here, you see where it is relative to my knee. I'm going to put my knee right up on it, and I'm going to try to get my other knee in the exact same spot. Okay, and then look at this side. Lots more room. All right, second side's done. Took a little more monkey business because, again, the kickstand. But you see it's up there touching the guards there, which is pretty normal. Moves pretty far forward. Can't use this if you have lowers. But I tell you what, if you got long legs like I do, it makes a huge difference. Now I'm going to put on the detach hardware. So you just got to take this little guy out. There's a screw here and a screw here, a couple of Torx heads. Drop this guy in, so this sucker pops out. Drop the new ones in. You just have to let the saddlebag down. It's a four-handed job, so I'm going to put the camera over. that's it. You just saw the whole thing. There's the hardware installed, ready to go. And there's the piece that's in there. That's the little spacer. And now I gotta do the other. Okay, so we got the mounting brackets on there. Both detach hardware are on. Both floorboards have been adjusted. Now let's sit on it, see how it looks, see how it feels. I think I'm going to be much happier. Oh, that is much better. Okay, so I'm still too far forward on the seat, but now you see where my foot is compared to where it used to be. This is so much better. And I can fit my foot under the brake better. And I adjusted my gear shifter over here, so now I can use the heel shifter and the toe shifter. Now I'm in like Flynn. So much happier. Now I gotta go get some parts. All right, let's ride. Oh, those floorboards are so much better now. Holy mackerel. I think I might be okay with the seat burnings too. Ready to do the install. All right, mission accomplished today. Got the floorboards moved. Floorboards are now in their new spot. Fuck, is so filthy. That's next on my list. And we got the detach hardware. And I got my Tourpak hardware back from the store. So life is good. I'm gonna wash the bike now. Till next time, like, subscribe, take a look at the other videos on the channel. I hope you enjoy it. Take care.